got to start moving our bodies and get moving around. You'll see here, I've got a couple different layers of cones. I've got the first set of cones right on the line. That would be the foul line in the outfield. Then you have another second set, 10 yards, 15 yards out. And then these would be out, if you were on a regulation size little league field, out by about second base. Okay, this is where it would line up. All right, so in this first one, all we're going to do, we're going to run all the way down towards the last set of cones and stop. When we're running, right, again, we're building athletes. We're going to talk to our players about how do we run, right? This is an opportunity to get to them, right? We're going to make the letter L, right? Everybody make the letter L with their arms, right? And we're just going to start running. Nice and easy. Back and forth. Back and forth. All right? And we're going to go a little faster. And a little faster. And a little faster. And you're going to see some players are doing this, side to side. Hey, just correct them. Just work on some form. What are we doing at the same time? One, we're getting our blood moving a little bit, right? We're working on some technique on how to run properly, right? We're not coaching them at a high level, Division I athlete level, but we're working on that. And we're also getting some blood moving in our arms, all right? So again, another opportunity to coach somebody up, really kind of subtle way, but getting some movement going. So, first thing we're going to do, we're going to run all the way down to these cones. Ready, and ball. Great. All right. Hey, same thing coming back. All right, we're going to do the same thing. And you'll notice, I don't say go. Right? You can use go, you can use whatever phrase you want. For me, the term ball is going to mean go later on. And we're going to build that language consistent from our warm-up into our throwing, into our hitting. Right? So that the players know that they can't do something until you've told them. And it's really important because, especially when we have a bat or a hard ball in our hand, we don't want players getting hurt. We want to make sure everybody's paying attention and we're aware of what's going around us. Right? So we want to have that opportunity to sort of control the scene a little bit, and we can do that by coming up with some sort of phrase. For me, that term is ball. All right? I use ball just because it makes sense, playing baseball. All right? So coming back, you don't have to do this if you don't want it, all right? But we're going to go back, we're going to run the other way, but now we're picking up the pace. We're going to turn it up, right? So maybe you were first here, now we're going second here. We're going to go a little bit harder now, which means we've got to pump our arms a little bit faster. Our legs are going to do whatever our arms do. The faster we move our arms, the faster we move our legs, all right? Gage and Alex, ready to go? All right, ready? Ball. Okay. So again, here, you would do that. I would go down or back maybe 2 or 3 times. Okay? We're just going to do it once here just to get the flavor for it. All right, the next thing we want to do is, this is maybe you don't explain it exactly like this, but I like to say, right, to my older players that I coach and I train, we want to be strong from our nipples to our knees, okay? From our chest to our knees. That's where baseball players and softball players have to be strong. So that means our core, our back, our butts, okay? Our forearms, our hands, okay? That's where we've got to be strong, right? So we've got to begin to develop those muscles, even at a really young age. And one of the things I like to do is introduce a dynamic warm-up, right? Not just typically touch your toes, hands above your head, stretch your arm. We want to get them actually moving like real athletes. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do monster steps, all right? So this is just what? If you've ever worked with a trainer, right, you ever gone to the gym, it's a lunge, right? But it's going to translate into us learning how to throw a baseball down the line, right? So we're just going to do lunges, monster steps. And you can make it fun, like roar, get animated, roar, big monster steps. We're going to roar when we step, and we're going to take our big monster steps out. And you'll see here, that's why I've got this second layer of cones. If we have to ask them to do that all the way down to second base, they're going to lose interest between there and here. I promise you, all right? Form's going to break down, they're not going to really care, and they're going to want to move on to something else. So, Gage and Alex, can you show us monster steps all the way to me? Ready? I want to hear some roars. I don't hear it. Oh. All right, so I'm watching this, right? And I'm watching Gage. Gage, don't put your hands on your knees when you take your step. Also take a bigger step doing it too. Good. And again, another variation. We can do the same thing. Monster steps going back, right? Let's see those T-Rex arms. We've got T-Rex arms. Alex, T-Rex arms. All right, turn around. We're going to do monster steps going backwards. Ready? Go. Stand up and keep going back. Good. You guys can hop all the way to the right. Again, another movement, real simple, just something you can add to the mix. All right? The next one that I really like, feel free, anybody that wants to join in any of these, I encourage you to do so. All right? Is, I didn't want to run a boot camp. All right, is inchworms. All right, this is another chance for us to build on some strength in our shoulders, our hands, our backs. All right? Also develop a little sort of dynamic movement in our hamstrings. All right, so our inchworms, all we're going to do, we're going to put our hands on the ground. Alex, hands down. We're going to walk them all the way out in that push-up position. Do a push-up. And then we're going to walk our feet all the way up. And then we're going to go all the way out. Push up. And all the way down. And we're going to do that all the way again, that first set of toes. Don't have to add the push-up every time, but if you want to, feel free. I think getting kids to do push-ups is like one of the most important things you can do. All right? So that's another movement we can do. Again, we're gonna work in a baseball movement, all right? And I encourage parents, step in and do this one too, all right? We're gonna start off with our shuffle, all right? So toes on the line, right? When we shuffle, where should our feet face? Toes point to the outfield, all right? So our toes are gonna face the outfield, no hands in our pockets, all right? We're gonna flex those knees, all right? We're gonna shuffle all the way down to the other end. Ready? And go. Bend your knees, shuffling down, shuffling down. All right, toes facing the same way, going back. Ready, go. Same way, switch. Switch gate, there you go. Okay? Again, a movement that's going to come in handy when we start talking about our throwing checklist, and another movement that's going to come in handy when we're talking about fielding. All right? If you want to get a little more advanced, you can do the karaoke, right? That's the crossing in front, right? Doing that. Here's another really simple one. Toes on the line, gauge Alex. Toes on the line, face me. Toes to me. Yep, there you go. Spread out a little bit. Arms apart. There we go. Good. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to pretend we're stepping over a fence. All right, so ready? We're just going to do our stepping over a fence. Ready, go. Step over that fence and keep walking all the way down. Get them up high, gauge. Higher. How high can you get them? Oh, there you go. Good, Alex. All right, all we're doing here, simple little game, but we're just opening up those hips. All right? Hey, same thing. Now the toes facing that way. We're going to do the same thing real quick. We're going to go backwards. You think you can do that without falling? All right, anybody that falls, they do a push-up. Ready, here we go. Let's go. Up and over. Up and over. Up and over. Get them up. Get those knees up. Bend those knees, Gage. There you go. Good, Alex. Good job. All right, comes back and watch. Okay. You can add some plyometrics, right? Jumping movements. You can do toy soldiers, right? You guys know toy soldiers, right? Let's show that. Let's show everybody toy soldiers. All right, ready? And go. Get them out. High. Oh, come on. I'm holding you up. Get my legs up higher than that. Come on. All right. Good. Hey, you got all of that. All right, so the next thing we're going to do after we do that, let's say we do that for 5-7 minutes, okay? Nothing real complicated. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to circle up. So let's like get a little nebulous sort of circle here. Let's everyone just sort of come on in close, come on down here. Everyone find a space, right? Because I never did a circle, so I like to say just find a space, spread your arms out, don't touch anybody. Right? You can't be able to touch anybody. And here's one thing that I like to do, right? I like to find, again, the opportunity for me to step away. I studied a lot of leadership in college, and as an adult, I've sort of always been fascinated by military leadership and different types of leadership. And one of the things that I've learned, even professionally, is sort of like this decentralized command sort of opportunity, right? Where like I teach the people to carry out the mission or whatever it is on their own, right? So I teach Gage, I teach Alex how to do it, and then I step back and just let them do it. Knowing they're going to fail at times, like that's cool, but they're going to learn by doing. So I might say, Alex, can you check the old gate? All right, you guys are going to run stretch, okay, today. All right, you're going to run the circle for everyone here. All right, first thing we're going to do is let's do some hula hoops. Remember those? All right, hands on our heads, spread our feet. Let's do those big hula hoops. That's it. And be animated, right? Be animated. Big hula hoops. Now let's go the other way. Big hula hoops. And as you're doing this stuff, you can just be talking to the players, right? And if they're running it, right, keep going, right? how their day was. Maybe they had an awful day at school. Maybe they had an awful day at home. I can tell they're a little upset. We're talking to them. But my players are running the show, so I have that opportunity to interact with them, figure out what's going on with their lives. All right, everyone can stop.